Okay, I am Dan. Welcome to this third level adventure from my Dimgaard campaign. If I could get you guys to on your roll 20, like Alien has done, just put your character name and then in parentheses the name you want us to call you. After that, you go to the gear in the upper right hand corner and click on that, and it says display name. Put in your character name and then in parentheses the name you want us to actually call you when we are talking to you in Discord. And if there's no difference, if you want to be called by your character name, we can do that. Yeah, we don't. That's fine. Just leave the other name blank in that case. So. I find it's pretty good to kind of get everyone focused, right? So I expect this to go, maybe 3 hours with 3 players. Third level runs pretty quick. And the goal here is at the end, we will have created a collaborative story, right? We will brought in these 3 characters and constructed a story. So to get to that point, there are a couple of things we need to keep things flowing smoothly. When we end up in initiative, you'll see the initiative tracker. Outside of initiative, you should jump in and keep the story moving as you see fit. Feel free to be as vivid as you want. I tend to be rather subdued and matter of fact in my descriptions. Don't let that constrain you. However, it is pleasurable for everyone involved when people really get into their character and the action and are much more descriptive than I tend to be. So jump in as you want to. With that in mind, I'm going to set the scene. So we are in a town, and the town is facing an imminent, overwhelming invasion by an evil empire. It's a drow empire that has expanded with unresistible force into the area. At first, the leadership tried to resist, and things came under. They've been under siege now for several days. They know that they're on their last legs. They are now facing the decision to fight to the death or submit to this evil empire. Regardless of which decision they make, they would like for their loved ones, their children and the ones that they care most about, to get out of the town. It's called Folsomport is the name of the town, to the safety of allies about a day's away where they're doing a better job of resisting the empire. So to that effect, they've asked the 3 of you. The leader of the resistance his name is the Major. It's both what people call him and in this particular town it's a noble title. So he's asked you to help these loved ones get out of town to safety about a day's travel away. And is there anyone who's not going to do that for whatever reason? Does anyone need a better hook to get them into the mission?
Oh, I would do it for my character.
Okay. No.
I'm also getting out of the city, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And so to be clear, everyone should have, to help you along the way, everyone should have 3 potions of healing, right? Or if you wanted to exchange a potion of healing for a first level scroll, you could have done that as well, right? So they want to make sure that you have a reasonable chance of success. So there are half a dozen of these potential refugees that they're going to put in your charge and ask you to escort them to safety. So we can do it with 3. We can add a sidekick if we want to. It's completely up to you. If you 3 think that you have the sufficient resources and range of abilities to accomplish that, then we are good to go. Otherwise, we can add on to the party with some. Is there anyone who's not familiar with what a sidekick is out of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything?
I think I understand it just by its name, but yeah.
It's an NPC. They are kind of between like the Monster Manual type of NPCs that are very narrow and the full-fledged character classes that they have a limited range of abilities, but they're more significant than what you would normally see in a monster. They are designed to be run in sort of a collaborative way instead of as individual characters within a party. And typically, you would add a sidekick if you were concerned that like for example, if you're like, oh, we don't have enough healing, or oh, we don't have anyone who can deal damage, right? Then you would look for a sidekick to fill that niche within the party. And so the question is, do we want to look for that before we jump into things, or are we good to go?
We have a proper frontliner.
I want to know what's talk.
Okay.
What's
We're
Danny?
the class in our party right now.
Ilham is a warlock. What is Danny?
Cleric.
And what is Celine?
Druid.
Circle Moon?
Circle Stars.
Okay, so we have damage from the warlock, heal from cleric, and utility / damage from star druid.
Yeah.
We getting that right? Cleric. You do not have plate armor, right? Yeah, because we don't start with that. So we currently do not have a front line.
You should have heavy armor on, but I don't think he has it equipped.
You should have splint, I would think. But that would be my guess, right? Unless you have like a low strength. I don't know. I didn't audit the character sheets, but that would be my
A little bit of a meta question, but Danny, what is your AC?
15.
Okay. So if we
Why
are a
are you
little bit
using leather armor?
It's much more use. I don't want to have disadvantage on stealth or stuff. I don't like having that disadvantage on anything.
fair.
I did prepare a pass without a trace, so.
Okay, so the question is, do we want to have the NPC be a frontline? Because I think that's what we're missing.
Yeah.
I'm a war cleric. I could do some damage if that's possible.
Well, we have dealing damage taken care of. It's taking damage that at least I'm worried about.
I have a 17 armor class, so. And
Oh.
I can sort of do it. Yeah.
Yours is the highest of assault.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're an elephant.
So maybe it will help if I give you a little more specific information about what's available here. So we have a warhorse. He's a legitimate warhorse. He's been trained with war. He's more than just a beast. He's a warhorse warrior 3, right? So his family, if will contribute the warhorse to the effort if you agree to take their 2 kids with them. And I can even open up the Warhorse stat sheet, I think, so that we can all see them.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
So we can get the Warhorse to help us, but we have 2 more people we have to protect?
Yeah, the condition of the Warhorse coming is that the family that's contributing the Warhorse wants their 2, one is 10 and one is 11, 2 kids to come. All 6 of the existing refugees are commoners. So the leadership of the town is going to put them all under the effective aid, so that they will have 9 hit points instead of 4, and also going to give them a rousing speech, so that they have 6 temporary hit points to begin the day with as well. So they will have a total of 9 hit points and 6 temporary hit points to make the journey with. But they are commoners. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see what difference 2 additional bodies would make. I'd say that's worth the trade-off.
Oh, wait, I have a spell that can give ACs. +2 to AC.
To one, Shield of Faith. Yeah.
Shield of Faith.
Yes.
To one person.
To one person. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but have it on the cleric, that would be a pretty decent thing to bump his AC up. So I think we're good in that case if the elephant's a 17 and the clerics can be 17.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're good without the Warhorse and the 2 extra responsibilities that come with them. All right. Anything else we need to do before we take out and escort these 6 innocents through the hostile environment?
Can I distribute good berries?
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm.
You each have 3 good berries.
Yeah.
Right. 1 action, 1 HP, right?
Yeah, it's an action to.
It just heals for 1.
Yeah, it's an action.
So it can get someone up.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get someone from 0 to 1 at this point. Oh, by the way, the refugees, they do make death saves. They are significant NPCs, and should it ever come up, they do make death saves.
Alright. I think in that
Wait,
case...
does rolling a 1 instant death or just 2 fails?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Does rolling a 1 in a death save instant death or a 2 fail?
2 failures. Yeah.
I gave 1 good berry to one of the commoners.
Okay. He will take it. Anything else we want to do before we take off?
Probably diamond formation. 1 tank taking the front, the other taking the back, the DPS in the middle.
All right, let me set up their tokens here real quick. And I'm going to set these so that everybody can control them. Actually, let me do 1 and then copy it. That'd be better than trying to set up all 6 out. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now everyone should be able to move the refuge. Where'd the refugees go? I copied and pasted them. Maybe I didn't. Yeah. There we go. Control C, Control V. There we go. All right, so everyone should be able to control the refugees. They're communal decisions there. So, All right, so away we go. This is the back path. I guess I have a little blurb here I can read to describe the situation. The town is ringed by pickets positioned so that an attack against anyone can be quickly reinforced by neighboring pickets. Between the stations are spaces, and a careful party might be able to sneak through those spaces between them. The pickets look like they are manned almost wholly by mercenary hobgoblins. Looks like there are 3-ish per picket.
And assuming they're hostile?
Yeah, they're there to enforce the siege, not let anybody out or in. So the question will be, are we going to try to overwhelm a single picket? Are we going to try to sneak between the pickets and possibly engage 2 if that is not successful? Or do we have some other plan to get this group of 6 refugees through this ring of pickets?
I could try doing some sniping. Plus.
I have Pass Without a Trace, but that'd be a 2nd level spell slot super early.
I think we could easily take 3.
It's 3 pickets, right? So you'd have to push through
3 hobgoblins per picket, and we would take out 1, then go around that one.
Yeah. So you could
go between the 2.
Yeah, the obvious decision, and there may be some other options. Is my point. It's like, I'm not pretending that I have considered every possible option, but the situation looks like you can overwhelm a single picket quickly and then rush through, right? Or try to sneak through between 2 pickets, but that runs the risk of being detected, and if you're detected, you would end up engaging 2 pickets instead of just the 1.
I actually picked up Fog Cloud, but I don't. Is there a way that we could position the Fog Cloud that neither of them would see us and we'd be able to get through?
Well, they would see the Fog Cloud. I don't know how they would.
Wait, are we morning or night?
We're in the morning. Yep.
Okay. So it's 3 hobgoblins if we're trying to overwhelm them?
Yeah, it looks like each picket. I mean, there may be some people in hobgoblins who move around, but usually you're going to be able to picket at a time when there are 3, which is the minimum thing. If you want to engage one deliberately, you can pick your moment when there are only 3 in a particular picket.
Probably wouldn't hurt to get close, try something, and then if that fails, just rush through.
Yeah.
I have some ideas with minor illusion and some telepathy.
Right, so we're going to deliberately try to take out a picket and then as quickly as possible and then rush through. Is that the plan? Am I understand that correctly?
I was thinking get close, try something to create distraction, diversion, sneak, and then if that fails, then swarm it. That's what I was thinking. How about you two?
We want to make a diversion, so basically, okay. I don't have anything to help in that. Can maybe help us with getting away. If that fails, the diversion will all be on you.
That's fine. Okay, sounds like we have a plan.
Okay, so what are we going to do? Explain to me So we're in town, about a quarter of a mile outside of town are these ring of pickets. We've got these 6 commoners in tow. What is it we're going to do at that point?
Stealth up. Once we're in range, I'll do something. If it fails, just rush through. If it succeeds, should just be easier to sneak through.
Okay, so we're 100 feet from them. They have not. Well, where are we positioning the commoners, first of all, as we approach this picket?
Yeah, I'd probably.
Are they staying well behind? Are they with us? Or
Stay with.
I want to be close to us, I guess, because if they're close enough to us and we need to run, I can cast something behind them.
okay, so we're like 100 feet from the picket, and there's a lot of vegetation. We could get to 100 feet without having to make any sort of stealth check. We could come up behind total cover far enough away that they're not going to hear anything weird. But at 100 feet, we're going to start running the possibility that they're going to hear.
Okay, I want to cast guidance on Tohan before he tries what he wants.
Okay, I have to get within 30 because apparently my stuff is very short reach, so that'll be fun. So I would need to stealth up. So I will try to get within 30 feet of one of the pickets.
And while he tries to stealth up, what's everybody else? Is everybody else going to stay at 100 feet? Or you
just cast guidance on him and then let him do what he wants.
Yeah, we'll just protect the refugees if something happens.
Okay, so Tohan's going to go on ahead. So Tohan, you're about 60 feet ahead. Make me a stealth check at that point. You're trying to be sneaky, right? You're trying to sneak up unnoticed?
It's 8. It's 8. Did I change anything?
All right, so you're 30 feet away. Now, let me get the maps out here. These guys are kind of lollygagging around on the road, making sure no one gets through. And I guess you'd be somewhere in these bushes, probably. Yeah, so probably somewhere like right up here. That's about 30 feet from the nearest one, and everybody else is back here, 60 feet behind you. So it's 15, 20. Yeah, that's about right. So it would look kind of like that. All right. And I think that's going to put us into initiative as you try to sneak up and do something with these guys. So let me get the tracker up here. There we go. So make sure that you have your character or your token selected when you roll for initiative. Yeah. There's my hobgoblins.
And not roll for anything. It's great.
16.
Oh, okay. All right, so Danny, you see Tohan trying to sneak up on the hobgoblins. You're like, he is not sneaky at all. Those guys are completely aware of him up there, 30 feet. What is Danny going to do at that point?
Okay. I'll just cast Guiding Bolt at this guy right here.
Okay. Yeah. Look, we're armor class 18 to hit these guys, just so you know.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, they have chainmail and shields.
I will miss.
Okay. And is that it for Danny? Gonna move around?
No. I'll think of something else. Wait a sec.
I guess I need to put initiative too.
Spirit. No, never mind. Yeah, that's all. I have nothing else to do. Oh wait. Let me move around real quick.
All right. So their turn. They see a big flash of radiant light come from. Get that way. But I think they are going to take their move up to. Oops. Why is that not? Why is that not showing my movement arrows? Isn't it control or space? I forget which one it is to get the movement lines. Like you were doing it.
Click and as you're dragging, and then while holding left click, right click, right click, right click.
All right, that's good.
As you move.
All right. There we go. Well, this one is going to dash all the way up to Tohan. And then the other two are going to shoot their longbows at Tohan. Looks like a 21 to hit Tohan.
Yeah.
So that would be 6 piercing. And then another 6 piercing because of martial advantage. And then the second hobgoblin, he's going to shoot his longbow. But I'm pretty sure 6 is going to miss.
Correct.
And that is them. All right, so the refugees, I think we want them to just sort of dodge, right? Sort of spread out and dodge. If anyone has a better action for them to take. Spread out into
sounds right to me.
Non-fireball formation, and they all take the dodge action. Okay, Tohan's turn.
It's like I need to see if this is. Oh, it's action. Okay. Eldritch Blast. That one.
You'll
Let's
get
see.
advantage because you're making a ranged attack while in melee. Do you want to reconsider that?
This one. Sorry.
Okay. Well, you're at disadvantage. So 16 is going to miss, though. But yeah. All right. Anything?
Wait. Oh, yeah, that'll miss anyway. That's all I can do, really.
Okay. Celine. You see some dark energy flying around up there. Some radiant energy, some dark energy, and it's not really dark. You decide what color your Eldritch Blast is, I guess. It's a force. It's a ray of force. But it's Celine's turn.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the one next to Tohan.
Okay. 20 is going to hit for 17 radiant. Boom. Down he goes.
Thank you.
Anything else from Celine?
That's it.
Okay. Danny's turn.
Wait a sec. I wanna try to cast Guiding Bolt again.
Okay.
At this guy.
18 is exactly what you need to hit. Down he goes. Boom.
And as a bonus action, I will use my divine to attack with my crossbow. And we'll miss.
Though. Okay. All right. So back to him. Well, let's see. He is going to shoot his longbow at. By the way, this vegetation, if you are within 10 feet of it, so at least 10 feet of it, you can use a bonus action to take cover, right? So it can provide total cover for you. And so that's what he's going to do. He's going to first shoot his bow. I think he's going to shoot it at Celine. Celine was the one who really killed. I don't think he has a lot of respect for Tohan at this point. So we're going to shoot at Celine. 7's going to miss. And then he's going to move back into these trees here and take total cover. Refugees will continue to dodge, and it is Tohan's turn.
So he's still total cover, right?
Yeah, if you move to here though, he wouldn't be. This spot is not total cover. He's got to have more than 10 feet between you and him before he can claim total cover.
I think that is slightly outside my movement range.
Well, I think you moved to the side on that last one. I think you could have gotten up to there if you'd have just moved.
Okay, let me just reset. So 25.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it is just outside. Yeah, my mistake.
I guess I will sit here and hold an Eldritch Blast until I see him.
Okay. Celine's turn.
Can't see him either, right?
Right. He's behind total cover at the moment.
But if I dash to here, can I take action to cover? In bonus action?
Yes, you can take bonus because there's more than 10 feet there. You can take total cover from him. Yes, he would have to come out into the open in order to get less than 10 feet of vegetation between you. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Danny's turn.
I will just dash. Put to here.
Okay.
And that would be my turn.
Okay, so he's going to trigger your ready to action with the Eldritch Blast as he steps up to right there. Tohan had an Eldritch Blast, right? And that's going to miss. So he's going to shoot his longbow back at Tohan. We've got a 20.
Am I within the cover? I would have had my bonus action to hide. I should have said that. Never mind. I didn't say it.
Well, even if you were hidden whenever you used your Eldritch Blast, it would have revealed your location. Yeah.
That too.
So we got a 20.
Only rogues can... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so he's got a 21 to hit for 6 piercing, and then he's going to move back and take total cover again. I think these guys are going to keep dodging and move up about 30 feet, right? So they'd be about right there. Although I think they would probably want to be in the total cover too. So be more like this, I think. All right. And it is Tohan's turn.
Just yeah, I've got to. Armor of Agathis. Cast that. Or actually, just like, does that only do melee? Oh, it only does melee. Never mind. So I will not cast Armor of Agathis, but will instead. There, the bonus action to hide, action to dodge.
Okay. Going to dodge and it's not actually hidden. It's total cover if you're using the vegetation. If that's what you mean. Is that what
in that case, action dodge.
Okay. Yeah. And then take total cover until he's within 10 feet. Gotcha. Celine's turn.
Can't actually see Tohan anymore, right?
You know where he's located. He's not hidden, but no, he's behind total cover now. Yes.
I can't hit him with Cure Wounds.
You would have to. Cure Wounds is a touch spell anyway. You would have to be up against it.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of something else.
Healing Word you can do up to 60 feet, but not Cure Wounds. So what is Celine going to do?
My ready in action for Guiding Bolt.
Okay. And it is Danny's turn. Back to the top of the round. Oh wait, I got this.
I know the location of the Hobgoblin, right?
You know the location, yeah. He's behind total cover at the moment, but you know his location. He's not hidden.
Wait, can I do an attack that would cost me a disadvantage, or no?
What? I'm sorry. What are you asking?
Wait, no. What does total cover do? I'm not sure about that.
So it's plus 10 to armor class, and you can't be affected by spells that deal damage like fireball or things like that.
Okay.
I think it's plus 10 to armor class.
I looked it up and it says you can't be targeted by an attack, but you can be hit by area of effect.
Okay, so yeah, I'm wrong on that. You can't even be targeted by an attack. I thought it was just a big armor class boost, but it's. Thank you for looking that up.
I'll just move here and ready an attack of Guiding Bolt when I see him.
Okay.
So, sorry, real quick. Would I have taken the damage from before then?
Yeah, if you're within 10 feet, then you don't have to.
Oh, he did. Never mind. He did move up.
Yeah, he moved 10 feet, and then you were able to shoot at each other. Then he moved back. Yep. Oh, they all go on 15. All right, so I can just get rid of that then. All right, from out east here, these 3 other Hobgolins have just arrived from the neighboring picket. So on their turn, this one shouts out. Does anyone speak Goblin? Okay, he shouts out something that sounds very excited. Then he's going to move up here, which I think is going to trigger Danny's ready to action, right? When he gets within 10 feet.
I have one too.
Well, the only one who's within 10 feet at that point is.
Is he still in total cover?
From everyone except for Danny, he still is. Yeah. Unless you want to give up your own total cover, you could have like if If you're in total cover from him, he's in total cover from you, from the vegetation. So you could.
I didn't go into total cover at the end of my turn. Just ready the action.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you can see him. Yes, he's up. He is moving up towards Danny at that point. Ooh, crit. All right, so he's going to go down. And then did Danny have a ready action? Oh, well, he's down.
Yeah, I already did.
All right, and then from over here in the east, these guys get to right about there, and they're going to shoot their longbows. Just saw Celine, so they're all three going to shoot at Celine. Got a 10, a 9, and a 20. Does the 20 hit? I'm sure that the 10 and the 9 don't. But
5 damage?
Yeah, for 5 piercing damage. Then the refugees see these guys and like, oh my god, let's get out of here. They're going to dash.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Could you guys put a bar in your token so I could know which one to heal or which one's low?
I think I have to enable that.
Oh, that would be the red.
What color do you guys use for health?
I use green most of the time, but red is okay.
Oh, okay. I already have it in green then.
There we go. Who else is there? There's... and Tohan. Okay, I think you just need to see each other's bars now at that point. And it is Tohan's turn. So, yeah.
All right. So, moved. Can I stick my head out and see them and then duck back in?
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm. It's a bonus action
Okay.
to claim total cover if you have at least 10 feet of vegetation.
I will aim at this one.
And then some damage. Okay, so which one?
19.
Which one were you hitting?
The first one was to hit.
Okay, he's going to go down. Yeah.
The top one.
Yeah, 12
And
points
then
takes him
bonus
down.
action.
Claim.
Bonus action hide.
Okay. Celine's turn.
It's only 30 feet. I'll just do guiding bolt again.
Okay. Uh, 23 is going to hit for 13. That will take him down.
And then do I have bonus action hide?
You'd have to move back about 10 feet in order to claim total cover. You're on the edge of the...
I think only rogues can bonus action hide.
It's because of the
cover.
It's actually not,
that we're doing the bonus action thing.
it's actually not hiding, right? That's a mistake.
I know.
If you're within at least 10 feet of vegetation, you can use a bonus action to claim total cover. So you're getting the vegetation between you and your opponent so that they can't target you. But you're not hidden. They know where you are, right? They can see you pulling those bushes down and so that they can't hit you.
Is that enough?
Anything else from Celine?
Is that enough for total cover there?
Yeah,
That's all my movement.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
It is Danny's turn. One left over there.
Then I'll just cast Guiding Bolt.
16 is going to miss.
Wait. Oh, goddammit. I was gonna try to use my divine channel.
What is your divine, your channel divinity?
Plus 10 to hit.
Yeah, you can
Before
do that.
the DM says to hit.
No,
Okay,
that's okay. Yeah. Now you can claim that if you want to. Plus 10 to hit. And hit. Yeah. Okay, so that one's going to go down. Down he goes. And you don't see any other bad guys at the moment. And the road ahead is clear at this point. Are we going to rush on through, or are we going to do something different?
I think we blew our cover. We should run.
Yeah, we should run.
Okay.
Just book it.
Gather the refugees and run.
Okay. We break through the lines, and we are the terrain is kind of the same, but we are leaving the pickets behind us as we go. Although when we look back, we can see that they are organizing a force to pursue us. So I don't know if we have a way to avoid that right now. Do we have a way to avoid that right now? Like it looks like there are several pickets have peeled off in our rushing to try and catch us, but we have a lead on them.
If I break line of sight, do I think it would change the outcome?
I mean, they can see which direction we're going, and it looks like they're going to follow that direction. So it's not a matter of just having the line of sight. Do we have some way that they're not going to be able to know where we're running to? I guess would be the question.
I don't.
I mean, I
can do a minor illusion, but that only covers 5 feet.
I have fog cloud, but he said they already know which direction we're going, and I don't think we're gonna change that. I guess, but I mean, and a 20-foot block isn't gonna change where we're going.
Yeah. So I guess just keep them at as large a distance as we can.
Gotcha. So to outrun them, we've got to somehow drag these 6 civilians, these 6 refugees, fast enough to outdistance them. So the question then becomes, how are we going to do that? And I don't know if you guys know what a skills challenge is, but that's the way this is modeled. That's the way this is presented. We are now in a skills challenge to resolve this pursuit. So what would Tohan be able to do to get these 6 refugees out far enough in front of them that they wouldn't be able to continue following our trail? The most obvious thing is just to try and outrun them, right? Just use athletics to drag these 3 refugees with us and outrun them. But you may have something different in mind for your character. Like you might be able to use persuasion to urge the civilians to run faster, or I don't know, performance even to urge them to run faster. It's kind of an opportunity for you to take a look at your character and think, how could my character get these 6 refugees to outrun this pursuing group of bad guys?
I'll try and intimidate them.
Try and scare them. Okay.
I will just intimidate the refugees. Like, I did not just spill all of my blood for you to run slowly.
Okay.
I am too happy and too bright to die here. You will not let me die.
Right, so make an intimidation check.
Aren't like half of them kids, or are they all just commoners?
They are human commoners, yeah.
Okay.
One of them has a good berry. That makes sense. And then Celine, what would Celine do to get these 6 refugees inspired in some way or help them in some way to get out far enough in front of this pursuing bad guys that we could.
Can I look ahead and find a easier path for them?
Yeah, that could be several things. It could be survival. It could be investigation. Either of those would work.
Maybe perception?
No. I mean, it's not enough to just see a landmark. You'd actually have to put together some clues in some way to recognize the easiest path for them, right?
And this doesn't get keen smell, right?
No. So we've got a 19 and a 20. And then what about Danny? What about Danny? What could Danny do to help these refugees push out ahead?
Can I do a perception to know if an enemy is close by or anything like that?
I mean, it's obvious they are pursuing us for sure.
Right. No. While we're running ahead, if there's gonna be an ambush or something like that.
Don't see perception being involved here. There's nothing that's hidden or not obvious in this situation. I don't.
Then I'll just try to heal Tohan.
Okay. So
I'll just cast.
You're going to try to. I mean, because there's going to be minor injuries occurring, sprained ankles, and thorns that cut into them as they. I mean, because they're running headlong through this sort of wilderness, right? So yeah, you can make a medicine check to address those type of injuries. Okay, so we got. Well, that's okay. The way that a group check works is you take the top half, and then the bottom score on that is going to be. So we have a 19 there on that group check. So we are making some distance on that. However, as we are running away. There are 2 random flurries of arrows that are coming into us. Let's see who they're going to target. So we got 6 of them, so we got a D9. So we're going to ignore a 10 here. So it's actually targeting a civilian, a refugee, and Danny. So Danny, there's this barrage of arrows coming in. And we're going to do, there it goes. I'm assuming a 9 misses you, though. And then we can see this barrage of arrows coming in. It's targeting one of these civilians, one of these. If someone wants to step in front of this barrage of arrows and take the target instead of the refugee, you can do that. Otherwise, it's going to potentially hit one of these refugees.
I got it.
Okay, so you're going to step in front of the. That's very heroic of you. You get inspiration for that. And we've got a 13. I think is going to miss you, correct? All right, so we're going to do that again. You can do a different skills check, or you can try the same thing again if you want to do something. I think they're still sufficiently scared that that Tohan can continue to intimidate them if he wants to. We think we're about a third of the way there to successfully outrunning this pursuing horde.
I'm gonna cast guidance to Tohan when he intimidates them.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot. I chose Kalena for the item, so I'll have it Is this considered combat still?
No, this is not combat. Yeah, but you can use guidance on one person over the course of each round. Yeah. So Celine's got an 11. What about Tohan? Tohan's got a 24.
Oh,
And then that leaves Danny. Is Danny going to continue the medicine, to administer medicine along the way, or is he going to do something different?
yeah, I'll just cast guidance on myself and try to do some
You can only
medicine.
use guidance once around. Yeah. So you already used it on Celine. Can't use it on
Could I cast guidance on them?
No, I got guidance from the Kalena item, the rope of entanglement.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So then you can use it on yourself then. Yeah.
Or Tohan could use it on you as a cantrip.
Yeah. I think we have 2 guidance in the mix here, right? So 2 of us can have guidance.
I mean, technically that's from the item, and I can also cast guidance.
Is there a 3rd guidance somewhere around that I'm missing?
If we get the items from that were in the pool, we could pick one, right?
Yes. So the rope of entanglement gives guidance, and
I can also cast guidance.
Okay. So am I wrong in counting 2 guidance in the party?
Claire,
Tohan also has guidance, so
Yeah.
it's one from
do all of us have guidance?
one from Tohan.
Yes, everybody has guidance.
Okay. So everybody has guidance. That's fine.
Perfect.
You know, so you can also add guidance to your initiative too. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that's okay. So Danny's got a 15. So Tohan, go ahead and make a guidance check there. There is a difference between a 24 and something higher than a 24.
But that's a nat 20.
Yeah, so that would be a 27. Okay, so we've got another round of incoming arrows. That's nobody. 10 is nobody. So we're targeting a refugee. Whoops. And targeting Danny this time. So is anyone going to step in front of the refugee?
I will.
Okay, so here's the one for the refugee. We've got 25 for 4 damage. And here's the one targeting Danny. We've got a 24 for 7 piercing damage. But the good news is at the end of that round, we have outpaced them. And we don't think we're any longer being pursued by the siege forces. So we think we are in a safe space. We expect it to be a much less hot engagement from this point forward. So do we want to rest, or do we want to push on, or have something else in mind?
Any
Yeah, we
downside
rest.
from pushing on?
I'm sorry, you guys are talking over. What was
Any downside from pushing on?
Well, no. The question would be whether you would want to take a short rest before you continue.
You think that they'll catch up to us if we take a short rest?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask.
I think that we definitely outpaced the horde, and they've given up and returned to the siege. So there's no one visibly pursuing us at this point.
In that case, a short rest would be great. I'm well below half.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a short rest.
Yep.
Does anyone need a break in real life while we take our short rest? Like 5 minutes, or are we good to keep going? I'm fine. I have water and I'm fine to keep going. It's up to you guys.
I'm good.
Okay. All right, so we complete a short rest, so you can spend hit dice if you have things that you recover. Like I think the warlock spells come back on a short rest if you spent them. Is there anything else we need to do before at the end of the short rest before we carry on? No. Okay. So we.
We're good.
All right. So. Let me move this over here. Get these dead bodies out of the way. So how are we going to continue on from this point? I'm just going to put everybody kind of in the middle there, and you can arrange yourself how you want to move forward. You can arrange the refugees as well. I don't know how you want them to be aligned with the rest of the party. Don't know if you want them in one big group or if you want them strung out or spread out or...
Sohan, you're a warlock, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So I should be doing things from long range, but can't roll for it.
Did you say the... Never mind.
What's that? Sorry.
I was just confused. Can I take the lead?
Sure.
Okay, Selene, what's your passive perception?
15.
15. Does anyone have better than a 15?
Nope.
Okay. So we get to about right there, and so Selene, do you have anything that would negate the advantage of an unseen attacker? Like anything like the alert feat or some sort of racial ability?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. So from ahead of us here, from the edge of this vegetation, this guy is going to take a shot at the lead PC. He's taking 2 longbow attacks. The first one will be with advantage because he was hidden, and then but the second one will not be. So against Selene, we've got 17 to hit. Does 17 hit, Selene?
My AC is 17.
Okay, for 10 piercing. That was a hard hit. 8, that was maximum. And then the second one is not with advantage. So we got a 7 is going to miss. And over here, this one does the same thing. So first one with advantage, I got a 15, that misses. And then the second one the first one with advantage, so 21 for 6. And then the second one without advantage will be a crit for 8. And then we've got one more. Looks like they have managed to get around in front of us and have laid a trap for us. So the first one with advantage against Selene, we've got a 21 for 5.
Down.
Okay. And then the second one, I guess we would propagate on to Tohan, but a 10 is going to miss. And we would go into initiative at that point, by the way. Technically, we're already in initiative. We use our first round of initiative to end the surprise condition. Well, 1.
And you're saying we also get guidance for our initiative?
Yes, if you are under the effect of guidance, you can add a D.
Oh,
Get the dexterity
goodness.
check.
Guidance only lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah, but it's a cantrip that you can keep up at all times.
Does anyone understand him right now?
Me? Can you not understand me?
Oh, I guess that's me. Did that fix it? Yes, it did. Awesome.
Yeah. We need to get the civilians into initiative. How do the refugees have a 24 initiative? 15 plus 9. Oh, I'm adding the wrong thing to initiative.
Do we add guidance?
You can add guidance, yes. Yeah. Guidance is a cantrip. You can have it all up. It costs nothing to cast. It's verbal only, so you can have it up all the time. Now, you can roleplay that if you want to. You're someone who's just constantly mumbling, asking for guidance from some supernatural power, every 30 seconds or so. But yeah, there's no reason why you can't be a mumbler who's just constantly praying for guidance. Yeah.
I cast guidance on myself, and that would make me at 16.
You can click on the number if you need to change the number. You can click on it and write that in to include guidance after you've. All right, so we all were surprised, and we get down to the half-orcs. The half-orc scouts take their turn, shoot at arrows, take Celine down, and we are at the top of the round. It is Tohan's turn. So Celine is unconscious.
Is it an action? Yeah, it's going to be an action to give him a good berry, right?
It is an action to give a good berry, yes.
I'll move over, give him a good berry, and cast Hex on this one.
Okay. He is hexed. What color do you want your hex to be?
What are the...
We'll make it purple.
Let's make it the purple, yeah.
Okay. And what ability are you going to hex? So part of your hexes is you can get...
let's do... dexterity.
Okay.
Checks.
That's a good choice, because we know that they like to hide, so that's a good choice. Anything else from Tohan?
That is my movement, action, bonus action, so okay. No.
Celine, you wake up prone with 1 hit point, but you are not dying.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use Starry Form to take Chalice. And then I'll use cast level 1 Cure Wounds on me.
Okay. I don't know what that Story Form thing means. I guess I could look it up.
It's 1d8 plus 3 healing whenever I cast a healing spell.
Oh, okay. By the way, this is an idiosyncrasy of me. I'm kind of a rules nut. And there's a lot of stuff out of Tasha's that I haven't been exposed to yet. Some of it I have, right? So I hope you will indulge me if you're using something that I haven't encountered yet, giving me the explanation, because it's interesting to me. All right, so whenever that's a Star's Circle ability. Whenever you cast a healing spell, you get an extra 1d4 of healing to yourself.
You just linked it in the Roll20 chat.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, Story Form, yeah. As a bonus action. That's cool.
I'm at 14 health, and then I stand up, and that's my turn.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Slim. Danny's turn.
I'll cast Guiding Bolt at this guy right here.
Okay. They are armor class 13, just so you know. I'm going to mark the refugee that is carrying the 1 good berry we gave him there with that little brown. All right, so 13 is exactly what you need to hit this guy. 18 hits for 13. All right, so he is bloodied at that point, but he is still up.
And I'll use my bonus action to do my War Priest feature. Attack with my crossbow.
Uh, 14 will hit for 8 points of damage. And that looks like that's a lot of damage to him, yeah. And he should go down, but he summons his orcish heritage and determination and decides to stop at 1 hit point.
Action.
Anything else?
That's all my action.
Okay. I guess the refugees are going to dodge. They don't look like spellcasters to them, so they don't feel a need to spread out. Unless someone wants them to has a reason for them to do something other than dodge. But they're not really combatants. And then we get back.
Get in the bush.
Get in the bush.
Oh, yeah. They could move into the total cover of the bush. Yeah, they could move in there, dodge, move in there, and take total cover. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so taking down Celine did not really do the thing they wanted it to do. He's right back up. Who are going to attack them? But we're going to attack Celine again. So twang, twang, twang. No advantage on any of these. We've got a 23 for 3. A 13, I believe, misses. Then the next one, we've got a 9 misses, an 11 misses, and then the final one, we've got a 21 for 9.
Oh, God.
And a critical failure. That's all of them.
So that's 11 damage to me?
12 total. Yep. And then it is Tohan's turn.
I'll Eldritch Blast the one that just X'd. Okay, so they get an extra 1d6. Three plus 1d6.
13. All right, he's bloodied now.
And let's move here. Then bonus action cover.
Okay, going to take total cover. Gotcha. I'm going to mark you as total cover. I'm going to mark those whenever I should have done that previously. Oh, we'll put a mask on there. So you're behind total cover. Celine's turn.
Okay, I appear to be a damage show for some reason. I'm going to hide. And I'm going to go to total cover.
Okay. Anything else?
And I'm going to do like runes again.
Okay. Danny's turn.
I will. Do you have a token for my spiritual weapon?
Let me look here. What do you want your spiritual weapon to be? What kind of weapon?
Short sword, whatever. Oh wait, no, a mace. A mace. There we go.
Mace. Let me make it controllable by you. And this is Danny's controlling that. Right.
Can I cast it right here?
I think you can cast it up to 60 feet away, right?
Yeah, I can cast it up to 60 feet.
Yeah, I just put it there just for convenience. You when you cast it, you can place it wherever you want to cast it. Yep.
I'll
Okay.
just put it there. As a bonus action, I will attack him. That would hit, right?
Yeah, 16. Their armor class 13. Again, he looks like he would have gone down, but he has summoned his orcishness to hang on.
I'll just cast.
Someone put green there to mark that. Both of these guys have used their relentless endurance. Okay, there we go.
Okay, and I'll just cast guiding bolt. Oh wait, no. I'll just cast my arrow. I'll just shoot him with an arrow.
Okay. 21 will hit. He's got 1 hit point left, so he's going to go down. Anything else?
Oh, axe. That's all.
Okay. Refugees will keep behind their total cover and keep dodging. Scout's turn. Okay. Well, he's going to move there and shoot twice at Danny. We've got a 19 to hit and an 18 to hit. I don't know what Danny's armor class is. So.
It's 15.
It's 15.
Okay.
Both of them hit me. So that would cost 13 damage, right?
A total of 13. This one's going to move up here, pulling his short sword as he goes. And critical failure. And a 16 to hit for 7 piercing.
I am down.
And it is Tohan's turn. So Danny goes down. Half-orc with 1 hit point standing over him.
I'm dying. Help.
Bonus action, move my hex to yeah, let's go ahead and move hex to him.
Okay.
Since the last guy died, I just get to move it. Then let's see. Want to make sure this is done right. I'll cast Mind Sliver on this one.
Okay.
I do not have Mind Sliver in Roll20, but I do have it in D&D Beyond, so has to make an intelligence save.
And use psychic.
And I believe
death. He goes down. He fails his intelligence. Assuming you have better than a 12 DC.
I'm pretty sure I do. Let me triple check. Spell save DC is 12.
Okay. Oh, it is 12 exactly? Okay. So I guess he does not go down. He exactly makes his intelligence saving throw. Yeah.
Yes.
Smart orc.
That's my bonus and my action. So I guess just movement. Try and get between him and the down player.
Okay. It is Celine's turn.
Have I seen either of them use the power that they stopped at 1 HP?
Yeah, the green dot means that they have 1 hit point less. They've used their relentless endurance and are at 1 hit point.
I'm going to stay on the ground, Danny. I'm sorry.
What does red and yellow mean?
Red means that they're bloody. And the yellow did mean that he was under the effect of guiding bolt, but that was more than a turn ago. So he's actually no longer under the effect of guiding bolt. Are you hitting this one? That one? Okay. He's going to go down, and he's got 1 hit point left.
And I don't have anything to use a bonus action, I don't think. I'll bonus action.
You're not gonna heal me or anything?
Oh.
Require like healing word for a bonus action.
Well, he cast produce
Okay.
flame, so he can't use it.
I didn't prepare the healing word.
So we need.
You have the Spear of the Undying.
Druid. I don't think Druid gets that.
You can last one round.
Yeah, it's Danny's turn, so we need a death save from Danny. So that's
You're fine.
You're fine.
This one very brave
Okay.
refugee is going to give up his total cover and his dog and shove a Goodberry down Danny's throat. So Danny has a hit point.
But then you can bonus action to take the cover back.
Well, no, he doesn't have the movement left. He's already used 25 feet of movement to get there. He can't get back 10 feet inside. So he's just out there exposed.
I get 1 hit point, right?
Say again? That puts you at 1 hit point, yeah.
1 hit point? Yeah.
So that's going to leave this one. He's going to shoot. He's going to shoot twice at Tohan.
Yeah, the only one standing that you can really see. Ow.
Got a 24 for 4, and then a 10's going to miss. But then he's going to move up to here and draw his short sword to engage in melee. And it is Tohan's turn.
So I gotta drop the HP down. He's in melee. So, armor of Agathis on myself. And yeah, that's all I can do is armor of Agathis.
Okay. Okay. And it is Celine's turn.
Yeah, has this one been hit?
He has not been hit.
I also gain temporary hit points. Perfect.
Worth it to use my last spell slot here for this.
Just kill him. Don't waste it on me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill him. I miss anyway.
Okay. Anything else from Celine?
Nope.
Danny's turn.
I'll just cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh.
Would miss.
Okay. All right.
I'll try to move my mace real quick.
Do you do flanking?
No.
Okay.
The refugee's
That's
going to
my
move
turn.
back into total cover and dodge. So this last one sees Danny stand up. And he says, well, that's weird, and he's going to attack Danny. He thought you were dead. 13, does that hit Danny?
Nope.
And then a 9 is also going to miss Danny. It's Tohan's turn.
Ha!
I will move 5 feet back.
It's going to provoke.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you trying to get this damage?
Yeah, he said. So he takes. He's got a 19 for 5. Does that hit?
Yes, but he also takes 5 damage
He takes
from
5 cold,
armor of Agathis.
right? 5 cold damage, or is it necrotic? It doesn't matter. It's
It's cold.
yeah, I thought it was. All right, so he takes 5 cold damage as well, and then you lose
And,
5 temporary hit points.
oh, right, is the temporary hit point, so let me actually bring that back to 17. Get rid of that.
And
I'll cast the Eldritch Blast, which is why I backed up.
That's one hit. He's armor class 13.
Okay. Wow, that is literally the worst I could do.
He is bloody now, though. Anything else
No
from
one hates me
Tohan?
tonight.
Anything else from Tohan?
Nope. That's all I can do.
Okay, Celine's turn.
I guess I tried to taunt him, but that's not worth it.
16 is going to hit. For 3 more. He's still up. I think that's a bonus action, right? To move your...
No, it's full action.
Oh, it is? I thought once you cast it, you could... It was a... All right. Anything else from Celine?
I'll move up.
Okay. It is Danny's turn.
I'll attack with my mace.
9
Plus 10 with my channel divinity.
Oh, okay. And
then that would hit.
How many times do you get to use your channel divinity?
Once per short rest.
It's the third time, I think. Oh.
Yeah, recharge on a short rest. Okay, gotcha. So that's going to hit. So he's going to have to invoke his relentless endurance at that point.
I'll try to move my mace real quick.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. The refugees continue dodging. Let's see. He could attack either one of those. He's going to attack Danny. So we got short sword, 14 to hit.
15.
And 11 will miss. All right. So it is back to Tohan.
This.
Eldritch Blast.
13 is going to hit, and he's only got 1 hit point because he relentless endurance. So he's going to go down. All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And you can tell by the iconography of these guys that these are like ranger types from the Drow army that was on. So that these guys were apparently sent to pursue you and manage to overtake you and then laid an ambush for you. And that's kind of the story of how we wound up here. Right. So while we were taking our short rest, they circled around in front of us and hid and laid an ambush. But now they're dead, and there's no other. There's no signs of pursuit. Looks like these guys were just sent as, like I said, as like lone rangers or as rangers to get out and hunt you down and try and kill you. But they failed. Yay for us.
Can I use one of the healing potions that I got?
You can use all 3 of them.
Yeah, we have those.
Yeah. I don't have a reason why you wouldn't. No.
Wait, are we close to the town or no?
We think we're a little more than halfway to the town that the refugees are going to take.
I'll be taking my healing potion. Mm-hmm. What's the heal?
I will.
2d4 plus 2. They're standard healing potions.
Did I not add a potion of healing?
D&D Beyond didn't seem to have it.
It is. I got it.
Oh. I'll use one as well.
Minimum on both? No, minimum on. minimum on 1. Slightly less than minimum.
Then do we need to take another short rest, or are we ready to move on after our potions of healing?
I think we need a long rest because I don't have any spell slots left.
Well, we're out in the middle of the wilderness.
Yeah.
We're kind of exposed.
Can
out here
someone
for a long time.
watch?
The premise was that we would take
How
a
long
long
is it
rest when we got
gonna
to
be?
the safety of the neighboring town.
If we take... What's everyone's health at right now? You don't have anything?
Tohan is now at full. About how long a march, like in terms of hours?
About
What is
another
left?
3 hours, we think. If we don't take any further rest between here and there, we think it'll be about 3 hours of travel time.
If we don't take a rest, I can use my last wild shape into a... Wait, no, I can't wild shape into a flying. It has to be ground-based. Into something to scout out in front of us, and then if I see them, I can come back and cast Pass Without a Trace, and we can try and sneak past them.
I would love that.
Sounds good to me.
Let's take a short rest first because I am beat. I'm beat.
I don't get any spell slots, but how much health do you have? Yeah.
I have 8.
I'll give you one of my healing potions.
We've used one here.
Wait. I'm just gonna roll a hit die real quick.
Please.
Two.
Roll a hit die, you have to take a short rest.
Yeah, we're taking a short rest, right?
Well, that was my question. So we could take this. It would push us back an hour to get from getting to the town, but we could take a short rest. There's nothing threatening us at this moment.
We need to take a short rest because I am really slow and I need some of my abilities back.
You need your
Do you
channel divinity.
get anything back from the short rest?
It's just
My
divinity,
channel
right?
divinity, yeah,
Oh,
which is good
I get one of my wild backs in case, so I can use it again in the fight.
And didn't the warlock use his armor?
yeah, both my spell slots.
Yeah, those would come back.
I use text and armor. So, alright. Short rest it is.
Okay.
Let me roll another healing potion real quick.
A healing potion or a hit die?
Hit die. Yeah, you want to use hit die. Short rest.
No, I already rolled my hit die. I'm just gonna roll for a secondary healing potion.
There's one. That's me at full health. Okay. Oops. I didn't actually short rest. I just...
I'll be right back. I've got to let my dog in. She's going a little crazy at the door. So it'll just take me a second.
Okay, so the plan is I wild shape into a small animal, whatever is relevant. Go up.
You dash, and we'll just march.
You can
So you're moving twice as fast
I'll
as
be
us, but
I'll be like 100 feet ahead of you or something. Then
that works.
if I see someone waiting in ambush, I'll come back, and I'll cast Pass Without a Trace, and we'll try and sneak past.
Sounds good.
But you can be in beetle, right? A beetle.
I can't do anything with the fly speed. It can be like a spider, but they're spider.
Just do something with a good movement speed.
Yeah, just do something with an animal that is fast.
It can be a horse. That's not going to be very stealthy, but
No, that's too big.
Something like a wolf, maybe.
I have a dog and a hyena. Not high passive perception and high stealth.
cat.
That is 3 plus 4. Passive perception 13. What is here?
They have keen senses, so their passive perception is actually an 18, right? Because they get plus 5
Okay.
passive perception from a keen sense.
They have keen smell, but that's advantage on. But
Yeah, you have to rely on a smell. Yeah, that's true.
I'm using 5e tools to look up things. It's easier that way. I guess I can use climb speed too, which is interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll go cat. And then I'll have guidance. And yeah.
Okay, so if I understand this right, we've got the cat scouting out about 100 feet ahead of the rest of us as we are progressing towards the town. Okay. We think we're probably almost 2 hours away from town, from the typical travel patterns. And so then this occurs, where did it go to? Which I think is only going to affect the cat, because the cat is scouting out ahead. Yeah, there's no one within 40 feet of the cat. So, and the cat, I'm assuming since you're a druid, you're proficient in nature. Is that right?
Yep.
Right, so I need a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, taking 13 acid damage on a failure or 6 on a success, as there is a dangerous plant that releases a cloud of acid as you are passing through it.
That just kills the cat anyway on a save, because the cat only has 4 HP.
Well, but the excess damage would transform back to your form. Yeah, so it is.
Oh, I do cat's dexterity. What is cat's? Cat's plus 2 to dexterity?
That's grace.
So just plus 2 to dexterity. So.
Yeah, so you succeed. You exactly succeed. So you take 6 points, which is going to kill the cat, and I think, what is that? 4 points transfer, or how many hit points does a cat have? Is it 1 or 2? I can't remember.
It's 1d4, so just 2 or whatever.
It's whatever's in the monster manual.
It says 2, and parentheses 1d4, I think.
Yeah, so 4 would transfer over to you. And then that brings up the question. So we've got this, because no one maintains the pathways between these towns, we've got this carnivorous plant, this dangerous plant has taken root. And are we going to spend the time to clear this out? Like we can back off and use things like cantrips, but it would take probably an hour to eradicate this patch of dangerous vegetation. Do we want to commit an hour to that activity for the betterment of society, travelers everywhere, or are we just going to leave this place?
I mean, only people who are going to be using this is the Drow army after they take over the town, right?
That's a valid point, right? It was just as it's a hazard to us, it could be a hazard to the Drow coming behind us. Yeah. There's no right or wrong answer. It's presented as just a character defining exercise. How does your character feel about these dangerous plans between you and the Drow army?
So actually, so he's triggered like a plant.
But it's like
would the plant trigger again?
Yeah, there's a recharge time. There's a recharge time. It's got to build up enough acid to release that cloud again. But yeah, these are carnivorous plants. They release a cloud of acid to kill creatures passing through them, and then they digest them over time. Right?
Because we know we know they're there. Can we avoid them successfully?
Yeah. Once you trigger it, you're like, oh, they're called acid nettles, right? You're like, oh, I recognize these now that I've triggered it, and you are not going to be affected by them. The question just is, are you going to put in the hour of time, slow your travel by an hour to eradicate them, or are you like, no, we're going to leave these here as a hazard to the approaching drow? Or, I mean, it would also be a hazard to anyone who's not drow who happens to come along this path after you. But
honestly, they're an army. 13 damage won't do anything to them really as a whole. So
it would also slow us down, so they're more likely to catch up.
yeah, it would push your arrival in town back an hour to stay in. But then also, as part of that eradication, you could use nature to possibly extract some components from them that would be either valuable or that you could use in your own research.
I say we just Danny say we just leave it on. Leave it. Let's just not spend an hour.
I'm a druid of the stars.
Tired.
I come from a family of druids. I see it, but I'm more interested in the stars. So I'm not interested in collecting anything.
alright, so just leave and push on through.
He doesn't want to spend any longer outside here killing anybody or anything.
You're a war cleric. What are you talking about?
I am a war cleric. But Danny is
War
just
cleric has died.
Danny's going to rethink his career path.
Yes, that's what he's doing.
So I think we're going to decide to leave the plants as is. But the question is, do we want to meet a wild shape again and try and do the same plan?
I think at this point we just trudge through.
Okay, I'll save the wild shape for fight.
If you want, Tohan will take the lead, so you don't have to.
I mean, I can still take lead, but I took 4 damage from that, right?
Yeah.
You still have the highest perception, and I'm only took 4 damage. It's fine. Okay. You guys want to push on?
We can.
Just, I think I'm going to need to reconnect to the call real quick.
Okay.
I don't know why Discord's being weird.
Discord is always drunk.
So are we arranged the way? I don't think we're arranged the way we want to be progressing, right? Like,
how long does spiritual weapon last?
A minute.
Only 10 minutes.
Okay,
A minute, yeah.
10 minutes, yeah.
So that's
No, a minute.
So it's gone.
I know it wasn't long. Yeah, we do it that way.
So this spiritual mace is gone.
Yeah. I'm just dragging it down to the bottom there. Where I haven't.
I'm gonna give another good berry to a commoner, just for the hell of it.
As will I. So 2 refugees have good berries. I still have 1.
Have 2? Yeah. Oh, Tabaxi just made a strength save.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so we think that we are about probably not even an hour away from our destination.
Less than an hour?
Yeah. There's no other events between. We travel
Pass without a trace.
Where'd they go to?
Oh wait, no.
What is my best pass perception is a 15, right? Okay. And then at that point, we're going to we're going to go into initiative. Yeah.
Okay. I don't cast Paths of the Chase.
No.
Again, no.
Okay, I'm in the lead again, so I'm going to die, and then someone is going to good bury me, and then I'm probably going to die again.
Yeah.
Right, initiative. Just blanked on how to do that for a second. Okay. I have a 5 on initiative.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's actually the 12. Yeah. There we go. Okay, everybody's in initiative, looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, so Danny, you don't really perceive anything, but the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end as you realize there's some sort of a threat. Your spidey senses tingle. All right, what are you going to do? You're not surprised, but you are. We're in a situation where no one can be surprised. We're in a war zone. No one's going to be able to surprise anybody, but you can't perceive any. You don't perceive any threat at this point. You just get a feeling, bad mojo in the air.
I get anything from Keen.
I'll ready an attack of a crossbow when I see an enemy nearby.
Okay. So Danny's going to ready and a crossbow attack, and then sure enough,
surprise, motherfucker!
So this cat-like creature, humanoid, comes dashing out, and that's going to has her claws ready to slash, and that's going to trigger Danny's ready action. 15 is going to hit these guys. Yeah. So in that case, she is going to dash right past Celine. She did not like getting hit with that crossbow. She takes 3.
Oh, no.
And she's going to attack Danny. Claw. We got a 19 for 5 and a 10 for 4. And then same thing over here. Another Tabaxi comes dashing out of this woods. They are going to gang up on the guy who dared to shoot them. So we got 22 for 3 slashing and a 20 for 6 slashing. And then the last one is also going to jump up out of the trees and attack.
Why the fuck is this happening to me?
So we got a 21 for 5 slashing and a 11 is going to miss. Right.
I think I'm down now.
Okay.
You're fully down.
So Tohan, we see Danny go down as these 3 cat-like humanoids jump out of the bushes. One of them moved very fast to get all the way over there to him, and has now rendered him unconscious.
If I cast a minor illusion, could I get advantage on an intimidation check?
Well, both of those would be actions.
Oh, intimidation would be an action then? Okay.
Yeah. Unless you have some special ability that lets you use an ability check as a...
No.
Okay. Here's a bonus action. But you're free to say anything to them you want to.
Yeah. Bonus action hex that one.
Okay. She's hexed.
And then I'll use my action for intimidation. And pretty much threaten to eat their dreams and leave nothing but nightmares if they don't just walk away.
Okay. Okay. So she looks like she's a little bit intimidated by you, but yeah, make an intimidation check. Yeah. Yeah, she looks a little intimidated by you. So that was Tohan. The refugees, I think, are going to dodge. Right? They're going to move back and dodge. They had no idea that you could eat dreams. That kind of scares them a little bit too. And it will be Celine's turn.
Can I use a perception check to see if these are all the combatants?
Yeah. So there's nothing that your passive perception can do that can notice beyond these guys.
Can I make would it be an action to make a perception check?
You can it'd be an action to make an active perception check to try and to deliberately look around and see if there's anyone else hiding.
I think I'm just going to. Okay. I'm going to bonus action a different starry form for Archer. I'm going to walk one step and then cure wounds.
Okay.
And if I'm right next to them, is it disadvantage on ranged attack rolls?
Yeah, if you're engaged in melee, then any ranged attack roll you make will be at disadvantage.
So if you were standing there, you wouldn't have disadvantage on range.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you took the attack of opportunity and moved 5 feet away from the one that you're engaged in melee with, then you wouldn't have.
Wait, actually, isn't that where you started?
Started here. I would take.
Oh, so yeah, you'd still take the opportunity attack. Oh, by the way, the hex would be for dexterity again.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Bonus action. One next to me.
What is that? I'm sorry.
It's every turn as a bonus action. I can make a range attack.
Oh, okay. To the one who's right there.
Range spell attack.
Range spell attack. All right, so that's going to be a 7. That's going to miss them. They're wearing studded leather. They're armor class 14.
I hit.
No, you're making a ranged attack at disadvantage, so that's going to miss.
All right, so it's 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny, you are prone, but no longer dying.
I'm not dead. Oh wait, I'm surrounded. Shit. Can I just try to reason with them?
What did you say?
I'm sorry that I shot you. I just panicked, and could you just let us pass? We just wanted this kind refugees, to go to the town just under an hour, right there, please.
Well, why would we let you pass? Right, like the drow have been very indulgent. I
will eat your dreams.
Well, the two are
trying to persuade them.
The two who are not intimidated are thinking that could be very interesting to see if someone were to eat dreams. That's the type of thing that Tabaxi wander the world to try and observe, is someone doing something as spectacular as eating dreams.
Look, I didn't mean any harm. I just want these kind people to survive. Right there just there at the town there, you see?
So Tabaxi like to do fun things, and combat to these particular Tabaxi are fun. So that unless you have a better alternative for them than fighting. Right?
I'll give you a healing potion. And 5 gold.
Gold is not really interesting to them, although they do like sparkly things.
What do they like?
Yes, I'll give you the healing potion.
Uh,
I do not agree with this.
Shut up!
they,
No, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. Just please do this.
so they tell you what, they will agree.
Dear God forsake you?
They will agree to non-lethal combat, right? So that if you are going to be rendering someone at 0 hit points, instead of trying to kill them, you'll just knock them unconscious. And then whoever wins gets to take possession of the refugees, and then we can negotiate from there. Right?
The major's going to hear about this.
Perfect. Just have the refugees swarm them.
No,
They're not going to die.
the refugees. The refugees don't like that idea, by the way. The idea that you would lose and hand them over to the Tabaxi is not something that's.
Does God like this idea?
Sounds like great motivation to join the fray.
Have 15 HP.
What is the harm in some playful combat, right? Where we all agree. Where we all agree that the winner takes the prize and the loser walks away with the only injury being their pride.
So all of us.
Pride has been broken since I was a child. I don't care.
Spells? You can't use spells with non-lethal combat, right?
So if you render someone to 0 with a ranged or a spell attack, then it's going to kill them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can take them down to nearly dead and then finish them off with a melee attack.
If they're just unconscious, can I stabilize them after the battle?
The Tabaxi don't make death saves. If they're rendered to 0 hit points, they will be dead. But,
Just die.
but they have. But their only attack mode is melee attacks. They
the two people who are going to fight.
Make that choice.
The two people.
I have the
who are
Spirit
gonna
of the
fight are
Undying.
both ranged spellcasters. Yeah, but they don't make way the enemies do it. They don't make saves.
Yeah, they were kind of surprised that Danny showed up. They had never seen a creature rendered to 0 hit points that ever stood up again. Right? That's something they've never seen before. They thought Danny was dead. They thought that he was gone, and then he got some healing and stood back up. They didn't know that was possible. Never seen it before, and so that's fascinating to them, and that's the reason that they're willing to.
They not have doctors or healers. What is their?
But once someone hits 0 hit points, right? So the only people in the universe who get to 0 hit points and then can stand up again are PCs and significant NPCs, and these Tabaxi had never seen that before.
See,
so that's really amazing to them. That's the reason that they took a pause. They're like, "Oh my God, we've never seen this before."
Then shall we fight now?
yeah, I'll just yeah.
So they will agree to a non-lethal combat because as soon as they can tell you, yeah, that would be great. That would be very entertaining to these cat folk to playfully engage in combat and see what your capabilities are.
While this conversation is going, I will just mentally talk to each of the refugees and say, as soon as anyone moves, hide in a bush. And since it's mental, no words. So, very stealthy conversation just goes on. And they can understand me, they can talk back to me. Yeah.
So, does anyone have a better alternative than to agree to a non-lethal fight?
We fight to the death.
Are you going to do that? Are you going to propose that?
I'm not going to say it out loud, but
I already tried intimidating them.
wait. Let me. What do I have good berries, and I have 1 potion of healing. But Yeah, nothing else is of significance.
Well, okay, then I guess we're back to Danny. So it's Danny's action. What is Danny going to do after this?
So we're going to do a non-lethal battle.
Okay, away you go then.
So I'll
With that non-lethal
attack this one with my mace.
Okay. That's going to hit. The armor class 14 for 4. Which one were you hitting? I'm sorry. That one? Okay.
The one that attacks the northwestern.
Okay. That's twice she's been hit, but she is not bloodied yet. Anything else from Danny?
I can use a bonus action to unarmed strike, right? Or no?
No. If you're using light weapons in both hands, you could use one to make an offhand attack, but not an unarmed attack.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right, so we go 22 to hit Danny for 3 slashing, and a 20 to hit Danny for 4 slashing. So I guess that takes Danny down.
I'm dead already.
No, Danny's unconscious but stable. They render you unconscious but not dying. This one is going to step up and attack Celine twice. We got a 20 for 6 and 19 for 5. This one will come around and attack Celine twice. An 8's going to miss, and a 9's going to miss. And it is Sohan's turn.
This is awkward.
A +5 to hit the hex one.
Yeah.
So does a 15 hit?
Yeah, 14 is their armor class. So that's going to hit.
Do your best, partners. I'll just lay down here and sleep.
For
14 damage.
Okay. They look shocked and dismayed as you actually kill. But after agreeing to non-lethal combat, you hit her with a blast of Eldritch Force and capped it off with a necrotic rider. So they're shocked. They're like,
like that.
How could anyone be that rude and deceitful? All right.
What's Tohan's alignment?
Probably good. Actually, yeah, good, but I don't put it.
Anything else from Tohan? Bonus action to move your hex.
Yeah, and let's put it on this one.
All right.
Should move the other direction.
I want to get in the bush.
Yeah, they're just going to walk up next to you.
I was not already in combat or in melee, so you're right. You're right. Yeah, no, you were very much right.
Okay.
Mm.
Refugees, I guess, are going to run into the bushes.
Wait, what's my
Good
HP?
refugees.
Celine's turn. So, in a blatant violation of trust and good faith, Tufan just blasted the one Tabaxi in the face to death. After they had deliberately obeyed the rules and rendered Danny unconscious.
Okay, can't do melee.
This is really awkward. I can. I think I'll survive if I try and walk away.
Taking the risks.
If I go down, then we're screwed, I think. Well, Tohan can make it. He has good berries. think.
Oh, it's just gonna run away and leave everyone.
Oh god.
Okay.
If I can move away from them successfully, I think I can cast a spell that'll do 64? Something like that? Yeah, probably 64. Okay, so
If you right-click with the ruler, you can then make like turns and such.
no, I need a straight edge because I'm trying to see the radius of a spell. I'll take. Can I move this way?
Yeah, you can move. You can squeeze between them. Yeah, you can move between them.
Okay, so that's not what I wanted to do. They saw the commoners go into total cover, right?
Yeah,
You could use your action to disengage so they wouldn't get opportunity attack, but that would use your action.
Yeah, he wants to be able to cast a spell, I think. Right?
Okay. Okay. Opportunity attack.
Okay. So, 2 opportunities we got. 13 is going to miss, right? And, we got a crit for 8.
8 damage. Okay, I'm at 4. I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
Oh, okay. And I guess you could leave out, what is it? What is the area on that?
It's 20 radius.
20 radius, okay.
It doesn't damage them until they try and move. And then it's for every step they take 2d4. So it'll be centered probably like right here. How do I ping?
Click and hold.
It'll be centered here. And so if they try to move towards me, they take
That's wrong.
If they try to move towards me, they take 66, and if they try to move towards Gohan, they take 66. I mean 64. Sorry.
Really the question is: Are you going to get Danny? Danny's not moving at the moment.
Oh, it only damages them if they move.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you could position it where they have. Where it doesn't include Danny, but then they would be right on the edge, right? They would be able to move out.
I see what you're saying.
Or you could position it like that, where they're like right in the middle of it. Because they only have melee weapons, right? They don't have any ranged attacks.
Yeah. So... Oh, because you think they're going to target Danny or not?
No, if something happens and Danny is no longer like unconscious, like if he comes back now, he's going to be in the middle of this spike growth too, right? And then he would take damage to move out of it as well.
Move if he's unconscious. We're good.
Can't I dispel it as it's a concentration spell, so I'm pretty sure
you can end concentration at any time.
So I can just stop it as a free action if he gets up.
Yeah.
I think I'll center it on him.
Oh, okay. So that's what you want. Do I have that drawn correctly?
Yeah, because then I'll take.
Okay.
That'd be 64. Okay.
Okay, so Danny's unconscious, and then it is their turn. Right. So that's actually 25 feet of movement to there, right? Because it costs twice as much to move through it, right?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain.
And then for each 5 feet of movement, they take how much damage?
D4.
A D4. Okay. So. Here we go. All right, so that one takes 4 points and is mad, but they're really mad at Tohan. Tohan's the one.
It only took. It takes 2d4 for every 5 steps. Did it jump or?
Oh, it takes 2d4, so it takes another 2d4. Okay, I thought it was a d4 for each one, so it actually took 9 total. Gotcha. So she is now bloodied and in melee with so 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, a 14 and then a 9, I believe, misses, right? And
So only 5 damage.
Oh, whatever. It's too late. It's too late now.
what's that?
I forgot to take my bonus actions. Whatever.
Oh yeah, no, you can make your bonus action. Yeah, your bonus action was to make a ranged attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Ooh, crit.
Yay.
So we're going to go ahead and target this one since it hasn't moved yet. So that's 16. So actually that one doesn't ever make it out. Only that one is there. She's hissing and spitting and mad as heck. And it is Tohan's turn.
I'll just casually say, see, now you will live alive so that I can eat your dreams.
So dagger for 2, dagger for 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, she's still up. Yeah.
Oh, wait, just a sec. Text is only for range, right?
No, it's every.
Oh, it's an attack. Okay, so actually, that's another 2d6 on top of that.
That's what
What?
So another 5. Okay, so yeah, she's going to be down.
So 9.
But you said
Okay, non-lethal.
But all right, so she's unconscious. She's down, but unconscious.
So the other 2 are dead, and then
The other 2 are dead. Yes, they were killed by spell attacks and ranged attacks. So
we feel we are safe.
yeah, there's nothing. So the question is, what are you going to do with the captive Tabaxi? There's nothing else between you and town. You escort the rest of the refugees into town, and then what are you going to do with your captive Tabaxi?
Can we get them successfully to town?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They are the
Just
last
start carrying
option.
my unconscious body.
We give you a good berry. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we'll give you a good berry. The Tabaxi,
I'm awake.
right? So I don't know how much you guys know about Tabaxi, right? But Tabaxis are just generally curious, right? They like to experience interesting things. And so these particular Tabaxi were, you would find this out when you talk to the Tabaxi. They were enlisted by the Drow Empire, and they're kind of given free reign. They have these sort of outlying tasks. Like here, their job was to cut off the final approach to the village and keep anybody who might be trying to escape there from escaping there. But more important than their loyalty to the Drow is just their natural curiosity. So if they see something that's more interesting than fighting for the Drow, they will pursue that with equal vigor. Yeah. And then you go along and just But anyway, so we get into town. We get our potions replenished, so we're back up to three potions of healing each. If anybody has any sort of so like for example, if you have a spell that you would normally be able to cast but it has an expensive spell component, like Identify requires a pearl worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, then you could have a reward of that particular, or you could just have a cash equivalent of about 100, 150 gold pieces. If there's like, no, I'm a fighter, I don't need any of that. But the point is that once as a reward for getting into town, the neighboring community will provide you with one valuable spell component that you would not otherwise be able to find. And yeah, we win. We